What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Beauty Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com. Do us a solid here. YouTube, subscribe up. Subscribe up there to the Matt Moscona YouTube channel. Oh, Twitter is down. That's a bummer. Twitter is down this morning. What happened to break Twitter? Trivia noticed. No title this morning. Yeah, I was running a little late, and so I was like, I just hurried up and went live, so I didn't actually put a title on the show today. But a couple things that popped off yesterday, of course, and that we're looking forward to today. If you missed it, really good news for LSU baseball. Paxton Kling, who is an outfielder from Pennsylvania, the number one player in the state of Pennsylvania. He was a top 15 overall prospect in the Perfect Game rankings. He is withdrawn from the MLB draft, so he is coming to campus. And I learned this yesterday. There is actually a formal process where prospects notify teams they are not interested in signing, and so their name is withdrawn from the draft pool. So that's fantastic news. He is a big kid. He's 6'2", 210. You don't, when you think about, he's an outfielder. When you think about some of the guys that LSU's had rolled through here, they don't always look like him. You think of Antoine Duplantis and Mark Laird and even Josh Stevenson right now. To find a dude that's coming in as a freshman at 6'2", 210 is significant. So, where does he play? It's going to be interesting because LSU's kind of loaded in the outfield. You got Dylan Cruz and Josh Pearson back. I think they obviously occupy two of your spots. As we've talked about ad nauseum here, Trey Morgan could very well occupy one of those spots. And then, Josh Stevenson, then you bring in this great class as well. So you got guys. So, but that's really good news, that you'll get him on campus. So, and we'll just kind of keep an eye on, the draft, which starts on Sunday. And that'll be really telling for the future of LSU baseball, how those 3 days of the draft go. All right, so fire away with what y'all got. The drill. YouTube, please smash that like button and subscribe up to the Matt Moscona channel if you haven't yet. Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. I am headed this morning. I'm going to drop Drew off at school. I'm going to go see Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions. Oh, thank God. My back needs it desperately. So, I'm going to go see Crystal today. So, all right, let's see. We'll say some good mornings, see what y'all got. Kelly Gross, good morning. Hong Tam Win, good morning. Brian Jones, good morning. Hey, Dad, good morning. John Troxler, Bubba Tatum, happy Open Championship Day. Yes, the Open Championship did, in fact, begin today. Have a few plays, courtesy of the Ott father himself, Jimmy Ott. So we'll see if any of those hits. It'll be fun. It's fun to play golf. If you're betting on golf, I've kind of learned that. I've kind of wondered, how do you bet? Because the way these guys do it is they don't just bet on one golfer. They'll pick, say 5 that they think have good value. And what you do then is you just take whatever total amount that you were going to bet and you just divide that 5 ways, basically, and you bet the same amount. And because you have great odds, you'll end up making money if one of them hits. So it's been fun. The Open is kind of cool to watch, with Links Golf and all the views, so pretty cool. Henry Gordon Bennett, if Sean Payton coaches next season, what kind of compensation do the Saints potentially get? Is it Bubba? I'm sorry, Henry. We talked about this when John Gruden went from the Raiders to the Bucks. And they gave up a first rounder at least. I want to go back and look this up real quick. Here you go. Tampa traded or gave Oakland their 2002 and 2003 first round picks, their 2002, 2004 second round picks, and $8 million in cash. So they gave up 2 1s, 2 2s, and $8 million. Tampa did to get John Gruden. So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be that kind of a haul, but that's why if you're the Saints, you're kind of okay with Sean Payton getting back in because you're going to recoup some draft assets for sure. Trivia Carter, Peter Fennerk, good morning. Hunter Seneca, Larry Garner, Cliff Nelson, good morning. Coming to you live from Houston. Colby says hello. Good morning, Colby. Hope you are doing awesome. Glad y'all getting some time together. Chad Vicknair, good morning. Let's see. Normal Guy, R.I.P. Spencer Webb, Oregon tight end. Oh, man, what happened? Golly. Accident near campus. Unable to confirm details. Oh, God. Man. Definitely. That's terrible. Rapping Batches, good morning. Aaron Hornsby, have a great day. YouTubing. Trivia, Matt, are you super late to the flushable wipe game? Matt, you are super late to the flushable wipe game. Most military, active, and veteran have been doing it for decades. It changed my life when I was 19. Yeah, so for those that missed it, that's all right. So I guess I'll have to explain that. But I started doing a 7-day cleanse. Never done a cleanse before. So we're doing a 7-day cleanse. It works, if you know what I mean. So needed an option for relief down below. Used flushable wipes, and I think I'm going to use those forever now. I don't think I'll ever go back to just dry TP. We talked about it last night on Scone and Tea. So if you're interested, you can go, oh wow, back again. No way. Okay. Wendell Norman, let's see, Peter Fenner, did the Saints trade this year's first with an eye for next year's potential Payton trade package? So it's a good question, Peter, and we did talk about it at the time. Now, I don't think you're going to get the same, and the Saints were asked about that. I don't, like Mickey Loomis was asked about that, and comments about flushable wipes. Rapid Badge says flushable wipes aren't flushable. Like, it says it on the package. It literally says plumber tested flushable wipes. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If I have an issue, okay, but whatever. As far as the Saints, Peter, they have not gone on the record and said that they, were eyeing that with the trade. I'm trying to remember the timeline, if that would have even coincided. I guess it would have had to, because April, it was the Final Four. We were doing the show in New Orleans at the Coterie for the Final Four when the Saints-Eagles trade went down. So I don't think, I think it's naive to think that wasn't at least somewhere in the back of their minds. Do you think Curly Reed is going out of state because he's committing today at 5 p.m.? I don't know. All right. As always, y'all remember, shout out to Brock, Baton Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Brock Rock and Wine is coming up, y'all. So get your tickets. BROrtho.com. August the 6th, live music, wine, stations, food stations in South Stadium Club. over at LSU. So if you're looking for something to do on Saturday, August the 6th, Brock, Rock, and Wine. Of course, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. Really appreciate it, y'all. It'd be a huge, huge help today if you would allow us the great pleasure of giving you a free, no obligation roofing inspection. I'm going to go ahead and post the HUDCO link in the comments. So make it really easy. So if anybody is in need of a roof repair, roof replacement, roof inspection, we would love to come help you out. HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. Pin in those comments. Okay. Where are we? All right. Dylan Landry, Ellie James Landry, born July 13th, 5:41 p.m., 7 pounds, 4 ounces. Mom and baby, you're doing great. So glad to hear that. Dylan, and I'm such a bad uncle for this. My niece Maria's birthday was yesterday on the 13th, and I worked all day and totally forgot to call her. I am the worst. Anyway, so Ellie James Landry shares a birthday with my niece Maria as well. So happy birthday to Ellie James Landry. Welcome into the world. Congrats. Glad y'all are doing great, man. Lance Richard, Richie Burt, good morning from Bethel, PA. Good news to read about Paxton while I'm here. There you go. Deborah Coward, good morning. Excited for 2023 baseball. You should be. I actually chatted with Jay Johnson a little bit yesterday. And yeah, they're eyeing the draft. Obviously, he's excited about his coaching staff. Talked a little bit about the roster as well. He did not rule out the possibility of Trey Morgan playing in left field. Anyway, Tyler Alexander, good morning. Avery Ardoin, Shelby Kelly, can get Paxton on air. As a matter of fact, Shelby, yes, Paxton Kling is going to be on AFR today. We messaged yesterday, but he's playing Summer League baseball, so he had a game yesterday, and so he's going to come on AFR today. We have not yet confirmed time, but he is going to come on today. Aaron Hornsby, Stephen Fry, Wayne Blanchard, Jason Horn, Hong Tam Nguyen. CPI 9.1%, unreal, invest your money, or it'll lose value quickly. Yeah, your spending power of your dollars gone to poop. So, if y'all saw the inflation numbers yesterday. But even if you invest at this point, man, I'm no financial advisor, but buy low, sell high. You know what's old saying? The best time. What did Rockefeller say? The best time to invest is when there's blood in the streets. Was it Rockefeller? Was it Rockefeller? Let's see. Rothschild, Nathan Rothschild, a 19th century British financier, member of the Rothschild banking family. Credit was saying the time to buy is when there's blood in the streets. It really, it is. That's when people build wealth. They buy the dip. When people overextend themselves, inflation goes rampant, the market crashes. That's when you invest. Dad, I do know that you're going to see Crystal as well today. She told me that. So I'll see Crystal Poche in the morning, get me feeling right, and then we'll Pop's going later. I'm telling y'all got pain, go see Crystal Poche, Restored Motions. Been telling y'all about it for years. Changed my life. Jeff McKithen, Darren Reeves, Daniel Sinets, Nick Macaluso. Morning, Nick in Nollins. Any word on Mike Thomas participating in training camp? You know, Nick, this is going to sound weird. I don't care if he participates in training camp. Not one bit. Remember when Brett Favre used to play that sort of game? He would retire and then would come back at the end of training camp and then play. It's because he didn't want to go through training camp. I don't blame him. I don't need Michael Thomas to go through training camp. I just need him to be healthy in September. And honestly, you start training camp on July 27th. Your first game isn't until September the 11th. Give that man the extra 6 weeks of rehab, recovery, not putting any wear and tear on his body or risk. Give that man 6 more weeks. So I don't care if he's there. Is Kamara suspended 2 years? No. It's probably going to be 6 games. 2 years now. Renee Marks, good morning from Orlando. All right. Jason Horn, time for the Matt Shuffle. You know what, Jason? Ask and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone, Ontario.
All you need is Hudco.
Call Hudco Roofing.
364.
1007.
Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, couple more. 7:45. All right. Kenneth Kyle, I think Duga takes the money considering the team has no holes. Not necessarily, because he can pitch. He can play in the infield. He can hit. They have depth, but at the same time, he would be a draft eligible sophomore, so you could come and play this year in whatever role, and then you'd lose next year Thompson and the 2 transfers, so you would be a no doubt starter somewhere in the infield in 2024, which would be your draft year. So, no, I think it's just a matter of if he gets his number. Chance Babin and Chase Pellegrin, good morning. Not sure if I missed it or not. Is Paxton one of the guys that was 50-50? He was one of the guys that was coming. That was a check that he was going to show up. So that was one of the guys that they were anticipating getting. But it's official now. Jared DeLucky, good morning. After hearing T-Bob last night, I hope your hotel room is on a different floor from his. If you missed Scone and T last night, you can go back and watch it. That posted a clip on my social channels of him being, well, T-Bob with respect to the wipes situation. Hot Rod, what's good, man? Rodney Beloso. Grooving this morning. That's every morning, Hot Rod. Just got to keep on coming back, dog. Lawrence Corbin, good morning. Where are we? Jump back over to YouTube. Damon Gilmore, good morning. Armstrong grappling. Grant Taylor's pitching his tail off in the Cape. I saw that. Someone had mentioned that to me yesterday, so I went and checked his numbers. He's doing exceptionally well. Curious to see what role he's going to fill. You know, if you get Dylan Tabrock on campus from Creighton, he's a starter no matter what. Christian Little, and then, I mean, obviously, you're bringing in Thatcher Hurd from UCLA. You know, I would say for sure Tabrock and Hurd are starters. Little began his career at Vandy as a starter. Last year moved to the bullpen. We'll see what role he might fill. But those two that I mentioned are definite weekend guys. Then it really becomes, okay, well, who's next? Who's the third? Is it Christian Little? Is it Grant Taylor? Is it Sam Dutton? Is it Blake Money? Is it Ty Floyd? Do you get Javen Coleman back healthy? You know. Trivia, I've been using them since 2005, never clogged a toilet. Okay. And then Rapping Bat just said, I've had about 100 clogged toilets from those things. Okay. Well, we have conflicting information. That could be the case, Trivia. Said, are you using baby wipes, not flushable wipes? Like, there is a difference. Like, the wipes we use for Drew, the baby wipes, those do not say flushable. The pack that I have say flushable wipes. Eric Wilderod, morning, Matt. Been out of town for a while. Any new GameCoin updates? Sorry if I missed anything what you might have said. Yeah, man, actually did earlier this week give an update. We will be doing I'm hoping we're going to do this in the next 2 weeks, but I'm gone next week. I'm out of town next week at Media Days. But we're trying to put together what would be a comprehensive AMA, Ask Me Anything, it would be me moderating, it would be David Mailer, our CTO, the Chief Technology Officer, Fred Lena, who's out in Las Vegas, and we're trying to get Fred here to do it. And then one of the members of the Sarah Technology staff that is actually building out the smart contract. via Zoom, and then we would also show updates of the platform, how it looks, like actually show you the platform. So that is coming. The progress has been awesome. It's strange because I know when it's kind of quiet and people are like, oh, what's going on? The best analogy I've heard, it's like working under the engine of a car. Like you see the body of the car and it's there, and it doesn't look like you do anything, but under the hood you're working on critically important stuff every day, and so that's what's happening right now. James Metvin, morning Matt, I like what LSU's doing in all sports. Go Tigers. Trivia, it's a conspiracy. Why would a plumber tell you not to use it if it's guaranteed to work? Ah, that's true. Work for them, that's true. Eric Waterwater, Dylan Cruz has to be the poster child for coming to college, rising his draft stock tremendously. Do you think that has any impact on the incoming class? No, I don't, Eric. And I don't know that, Cruz is a guy that was going to be a first rounder anyway, but he wanted top 5 money. And the only way he was going to get that was coming to school. There just aren't that many kids that are Dylan Cruz. Like, he showed up on campus after passing on 7 figures. Like, he was already a first rounder the day he showed up. It was just now he's going to be likely the first pick, and there just aren't many guys that are ever going to be in that conversation. I think the better selling point is, can you sort of close a gap with, I'll just tell you directly, like LSU's collective is now operational and people are contributing. I know that. I've been tap dancing around with football. I'll just tell you, like, LSU's collective is operational. They've held some high level fundraising meetings. They've gotten some high level contributors, and as a result, that's a big reason I think you're seeing a lot of this stuff pop off in football and certainly in baseball. If you can get, the objective with baseball is how do you mitigate the 11.7, right? So you have 35 guys on your roster and you have 11.7 scholarships. And you have a minimum threshold of 25%. If you give someone a scholarship, you got to give them 25%. And that's been such a challenge for so many years. But if NIL allows you to have everybody and their cost of attendance covered, well, then that makes it so much easier. Like a lot of times what people don't consider is, these guys come to college, but they're actually coming out of pocket, because if you don't get a full ride, you're paying some portion of your tuition, room and board, books, whatever it is. Well, NIL may be able to allow every baseball player, and I think that's what they're pushing toward, to have essentially a full ride. So that's the flip side of it is, NIL could mitigate that. And yes, instead of riding on buses, you get to come and develop, and that's what Jay Johnson's selling every single day. So no, I think it's not. I don't think Dylan Cruz is the example. He's the outlier. Peter trivia. All right, Dale's still going on the wipes. Jesse Post, Patrick Ramos. Good morning. Chance Babin, you going to interview Wes Johnson? I plan to. Absolutely, would love to. Let's see. Lowell Cormier, Matt DC Coach Kelly placing an emphasis on academics for the players more than the past administration. No, I don't want to say that Les or Ed didn't care about that. I think maybe you are seeing Brian Kelly recruit differently to that. But anyway, all right, I got to get rolling here. Lawrence Corbin, Rosemary, good morning. Jared Wrinkles, national championship in less than 2 years for LSU baseball. Realistic or hopeful? That's realistic. I mean, Jared, prepare for this. Prepare for this. LSU is probably going to be the preseason #1 team in the country next year. And you'd say what you will about expectations, all that sort of stuff. I get it. But, you return Dylan Cruz, you add Tommy White, you return Trey Morgan, you add Thatcher Hurd, Dylan TeBrock, Christian Little, 2 starting infielders from Power 5 programs. and you sign the number one class. Like LSU is going to be preseason number one next year. Like, if they're not one, it's because something weird's gonna happen between now and then. They're number two, but they're gonna be right there. Anyway, all right, y'all. I gotta bounce. Thanks as always. Y'all have a great day. As always, shout out to Brock, the Boundaries Orthopedic Clinic, BROrtho.com, and HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Y'all have an awesome day. Take your flushable wipe argument elsewhere, trivia, and rapid batches. We'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace.